You've probably seen the headlines. People are fleeing Nashville. Music City is losing its soul. Nashville is getting too expensive. And honestly, when I first saw those, I thought the same thing you might be thinking right now. Is Nashville finally cooling off? Should I even consider moving here? Here's the truth that nobody in the media is telling you. Nashville is not losing people. Nashville is sorting people. And if you're watching this video right now, there's a very good chance you are exactly the kind of person this city is actively calling in. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly who is staying, who is leaving, where Nashville real estate's heading right now, and what all of this means if you're thinking about buying or selling a home here in 2026. Let us get into it. So let me just go ahead and bust this wide open right here. According to the Census Bureau, the Nashville metro area continues to be the growth engine of the entire state, adding over 30,000 people to the broader region annually as we head into 2026. The metro as a whole has not missed a beat. And here's the thing most people don't realize. The growth story is not just Nashville property, it's the entire ecosystem around it. Now, where does the people are leaving narrative come from? It is real, but it's not the whole story. What's actually happening is that some long-term Nashville residents, especially those who have lived here for 20 or 30 years, have decided to cash out of their appreciated home values and move to lower cost suburbs like Murfreesboro, Clarksville, Gallatin, or even further out into what people around here call the exurbs. Rutherford, Wilson, Williamson, and Sumner counties were all in Tennessee's top 10 for population growth last year. People are not leaving the Nashville region. They're redistributing within it. And look, I get it. I've been in real estate in this market for over 20 years. I have watched this city transform from a well-kept secret into one of the most talked about metros in the entire country. I've helped hundreds of buyers and sellers navigate exactly these kinds of transitions. And the number one thing I hear from people moving into the suburbs is not that they hate Nashville. It's that they want more space, better school options, and a little bit more breathing room while staying close enough to everything they love about the city. According to research done at the University of Tennessee, Tennessee added over 79,000 people in 2024, with nearly all of that growth coming from people moving in, not from births. The pipeline from states like California, New York, and Illinois keeps flowing. Since 2020, the Nashville metro area has grown by more than 136,000 people, a gain of about 6.4%. That's more than double the national average of 2.6% over the same period. So when people say Nashville is being abandoned, you have the data to say, actually, let me show you what's really going on. Now that we've cleared the air on who is actually leaving and who is arriving, let us talk about something that hits a lot closer to home for people weighing a move here. The cost of living and what it actually costs to plant roots in Nashville today. Here's where I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because I like to shoot you straight. Nashville is not the hidden gem it was in 2015. Prices have gone up, the city's grown, and if you're relocating here with expectations from 5 or 10 years ago, you're going to be surprised. But if you go in with the right expectations, Nashville still makes a compelling case. According to Redfin and Zillow data from April 2026, the overall Nashville metro median home sale price sits at approximately $450,000. But if you're looking strictly at single family homes in Davidson County, that median price has climbed to $630,000 this spring. While that's technically a modest 3 to 5% appreciation from last year, don't let it fool you. We aren't in a free fall, we're in a recalibration. In fact, the median list price is still holding closer to $490 metro wide, meaning that gap between list and sale is where your negotiating power lives. Now that number varies a lot depending on the neighborhood. In East Nashville, you're looking at a median closer to $585,000. In West Nashville, it's around $695,000. And in coveted pockets like 12 South, you're talking about luxury territory at or above 1.4 million. What you're seeing in the overall Nashville number is a healthy normalization, not a free fall. Here's the thing that matters for context. When you look at total cost of living, Nashville still runs roughly 50 to 60% more affordable than San Francisco or New York City. That's a significant number. And when you layer in the Tennessee has 0 state income tax, which is not a small thing when you're moving here from a state like California or New York, Nashville's value proposition is real. That said, a study released in November of 25 showed that a single adult in Davidson County now needs to earn over $100,000 to live comfortably by the standard definition of spending 50% on necessities, 30% on lifestyle, and 20% on savings. The county's median income sits just over $80,000, which creates a meaningful gap. For a family of 4, that comfortable living threshold climbs to over $200,000. This is the kind of honest context I believe every buyer or seller needs before making a decision. Nashville's not cheap, but it's not as expensive as the places many of you are coming from, and the trade-offs, particularly the job market and the tax structure, can more than offset the higher housing costs. For buyers, this is actually an important moment. Inventory is up significantly, and according to local MLS data, active listings in Nashville jumped 29% year over year in mid-2025 compared to the year before. Homes are sitting on the market a little longer, which means the negotiating power has shifted in your direction in a way it simply was not during the 21 and 22 frenzy. Sellers are still seeing positive appreciation, just not the double-digit kind. For someone who bought 5 or 10 years ago, you're likely sitting on a very healthy equity position right now. So we know the growth is real and we know the costs are real, but a huge part of why people choose Nashville over any other Sunbelt city comes down to one word: opportunity. Let us talk about the jobs, the economy, and why Nashville keeps pulling people in from all over the country. This is honestly one of my favorite parts to talk about because it's one of the biggest reasons Nashville real estate holds its value better than most markets in the country. A 2025 report ranked Nashville number 2 in the nation for job opportunity, and we are seeing that play out on the East Bank. Oracle officially broke ground in February of 2026 on their new campus, moving toward that 2027 milestone for the first 2,500 jobs. With Tennessee's unemployment rate at 3.5% compared to 4.3% nationally, the demand side of the real estate equation is locked in. Per capita income in the Nashville region has grown by more than 234% since 1990, according to Bureau of Labor Statistics. More than 600,000 jobs have been created in the metro in that same window, and the growth keeps coming. Oracle's committed to bringing 2,500 jobs to Nashville by 2027 and a total of 8,500 by 2031, backed by a $1.2 billion investment. Amazon has over 1 million square feet of office space downtown. AllianceBernstein, EY, and dozens of other major corporations have relocated their headquarters or major operations here. Healthcare is the dominant industry, and companies like HCA Healthcare and Vanderbilt University Medical Center are not just large employers. They are institutions that have helped define Nashville on a national stage. The tech sector is right behind it, with Nashville now breaking the top 10 nationally for tech job growth. There are currently more job openings in the Nashville metro area than there are unemployed people to fill them. And all of this matters for you as a buyer or seller because job growth drives demand for housing. Strong employment means people keep moving in. People moving in means your property holds its value. It's not complicated. It's basic economics. All right, let me connect the dots real quick. We came into this video with a scary headline. What we have actually found is a metro that's still adding people faster than almost anywhere in the state. A housing market that has shifted from frantic to balanced, and a job economy ranked second in the entire country. This is not a city in decline. This is a city that's maturing. And I say that with some authority. I'm Josh Anderson. I've been living, working, and selling real estate in Nashville for over 20 years. This city is not a trend to me. It is home. And the next section is where we get into the part most people researching Nashville never find on their own. The neighborhoods, the luxury pockets, and the live, work, play communities that are quietly becoming some of the most sought after addresses in the South. Before we get there, if you're seriously considering a move here, go grab my free Nashville relocation guide. It's in the description below. Neighborhoods, top schools, local insights, all of it in one place. Download it now and keep watching, because what comes next is exactly why people choose Nashville over every other city on their list. Here's where things get really exciting for anyone who has not explored Nashville beyond the honky tonks on Broadway. Nashville is not one market. It is a collection of very distinct neighborhoods, each with its own personality, price point, and lifestyle. And for buyers, knowing the difference is everything. For those who want true live, work, play energy, the Gulch is the gold standard. It's walkable, modern, and surrounded by restaurants, boutiques, fitness studios, and some of the most sought after luxury high-rise condos in the entire city. Prices in the Gulch reflect that desirability. If you want a sleek, zero maintenance lifestyle in the heart of the action, this is your place. East Nashville has a completely different feel. Think craftsman bungalows, independent coffee shops, weekend farmers markets, and a creative energy that attracts artists, young professionals, and anyone who values authenticity over polish. According to Redfin, East Nashville's median sales price sits around $585,000, and it has shown some of the most consistent year-over-year resilience in the city. Then there's 12 South, which is one of the most charming, walkable neighborhoods in all of the Southeast. Boutique shopping on 12th Avenue, Sevier Park right there for your morning runs, incredible dining, and homes that regularly trade at or above $1.4 million. This is a luxury market that also has incredible livability. If you're raising a family and want space, strong schools, and still want to stay within Davidson County, Belmont, Hillsborough, and Green Hills check a lot of the boxes. Green Hills is a sophisticated, established community with some of Nashville's top private schools, upscale dining, and shopping at the mall at Green Hills, and median home prices that reflect the premium people are willing to pay to be there. For those who want the luxury of the Nashville suburbs without sacrificing access to the city, Williamson County, and specifically the communities of Brentwood and Franklin, continue to attract high-income buyers in a big way. Franklin especially has a remarkable downtown of its own, with historic Main Street, a thriving restaurant scene, and neighborhoods like West Haven that feel like their own complete world. Williamson County's school system is consistently ranked among the best in Tennessee, which is a major driver for families. The through line in all of these places is the same: walkable to something great, close to jobs, and part of a community that has a clear identity. That is what Nashville does well, and that is what the market rewards over time. We have talked about who's moving here, what it costs, what the economy looks like, and where people are planning routes. Now let us bring it all home and talk about what this means specifically for you as a buyer or seller making a decision right now. Let me give you the straight answer. If you're a buyer, this is one of the more compelling windows Nashville has offered in the last 4 or 5 years. The all-out bidding war era has calmed significantly. Inventory volume has hit a multi-year high, with active listings over 11,400 units. Homes are now sitting for an average of about 62 days. Think about that. In 2021, you had maybe 48 hours to decide. Today, you have 2 full months. Mortgage rates are also finally showing some cooperation. Freddie Mac data shows 30-year fixed rates at 6.23% as of late April. For someone coming from a high-tax state, that dollar to square foot value is still the best deal in the Southeast. For sellers, the message is equally straightforward. Appreciation has not disappeared. It has normalized. If you bought 3 to 5 years ago, you're sitting on real equity. The key right now is pricing correctly and presenting your home well. The buyers who are coming to Nashville in 25 and 26 are doing their homework. They have been researching for months. They know the market. Overpricing is the #1 mistake sellers are making right now, and it leads to longer days on the market and eventual price reductions that cost you more than you would have lost pricing it right from the start. For both buyers and sellers, the #1 thing I tell people is this: Nashville is not a market you can navigate effectively from the outside. The neighborhood differences, the pocket listings, the school district lines, the flood zone considerations, the zoning nuances, and the builder reputation variations are things that take years of being in this market every day to understand. That is the value of working with someone who is deeply embedded in this city. Whether you're drawn here by a job offer, by the no income tax advantage, by the live music and food scene, by the community, or just by the feeling you got when you visited and did not want to leave, this is a city that rewards people who commit to it. It's growing, it's maturing, and the fundamentals are strong. All right, let us bring it all together. The everyone is leaving Nashville narrative is mostly noise. The Nashville metro area continues to be the growth engine of Tennessee, adding more than 30,000 people to the broader region annually, with more than 136,000 people arriving in the metro since 2020. The people who are leaving urban Davidson County are overwhelmingly moving to suburban and exurban communities in the same region. They're not fleeing Tennessee. The cost of living is real. Nashville's not cheap anymore, particularly for housing. But compared to the major markets most relocators are coming from, it still offers a compelling value proposition, especially with 0 state income tax and a job market that's ranked 2nd in the entire country in 2025. For buyers, this moment offers more options and more negotiating power than any point in the last several years. For sellers, accurate pricing and strong presentation are everything right now. And for anyone just trying to figure out if Nashville's the right call, everything we covered today, the data, the neighborhoods, the economics, it all points in the same direction. Nashville is not dying. Nashville's growing up. Guys, I love this city and I love helping people figure out if it's the right fit for them. That is genuinely the best part of what I do. If you're seriously considering a move to Nashville or you're ready to make a move within the market, I would love to connect. You can reach me directly through the contact information below. Whether you want to talk about neighborhoods, school districts, investment properties, luxury communities, or you just get a straight answer on what the market's doing right now, I'm here for it. And if you're not ready to reach out just yet, go download my free Nashville relocation guide in the description. It's the most comprehensive tool I have built for people who are in the research phase, and it will give you a real look at this city from the inside. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button, leave a comment below with your biggest question about Nashville, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Speaking of what's coming next, watch this one right here. We're breaking down the 5 huge changes that currently shape the Nashville real estate landscape. I'm Josh Anderson, this is Live Nashville TN, and I will see you in the next one.